Hello and welcome to another episode of Signals from the Inside. This is a space where we decode the symptoms no one else can explain so that you can finally understand what your body is trying to tell you. I am your host, Maisie Lovett, and today we're going to be talking on another Decode My Body Symptoms. We'll be discussing jaw tension, neck pain, and when you're carrying too much. If you constantly feel like you've got a lot of TMJ issues or you carry a lot of tension in your neck and shoulders, it's not just a posture problem or I need to go to the chiropractor or, I need to have some type of cosmetic surgery. And I see this a lot of time with clients. I've gotten different types of TMJ surgeries and it didn't work. It might have worked for some, but for others, the pain, everything just came back over and over again. And I want you to understand it from this perspective because that pressure and tension, the clenching of your jaw, that could be something related to some type of frustrations. And I really want you to look at it in the way that you have cravings. Maybe sometimes you have sugar cravings that quickly turn around and now you're craving something salty. A lot of times there's a lot of pressure that we hold in that jaw. We're tight, we're tense. Something we're holding back from saying or something that just actually pisses us off. It's an aggression, it's a frustration, something in there. But sometimes it can also look like grief. So take a look at your cravings. Are you craving salty? Or are you craving sugar? You're craving something more delicate, decadent. It could be desiring intimacy. It could be desiring connection. It could be a loss of a loved one. It could be grief. There's a lot of different directions it can go in. And again, it has to be related to whatever is for you. Tight neck and shoulders can come into play whenever, especially for clients who get tension headaches. I find a lot of times that my clients who have tension headaches, hardly ever does it start in the back of the head. 9 times out of 10, it starts in the eyes. And it's not that their pain starts in the eyes. It's that the root of the stress problem is in their eyes. Now, your eyes are responsible for holding on to a lot of different things, whether it's remembering from the past, whether it's looking forward for something, whether it's looking at your perspective of life. How do you feel other people judge you or look at you? Everything has to do with the eyes of what's being noticed. Sometimes you can even find forgiveness or lack of in your eyes. And I'll have clients where we find grief in their eyes. Or we'll be able to tell even one of my stress maps with one of my clients, it was like her left eye was always looking down and her right eye was always looking out, worried about something. The left was just down and low. And I remember asking her, "Are you right eye dominant?" She said, "Yes." And I said, "But do you find yourself always looking down? Like you look down, but then you look out and you're worried." And she was like, "All the freaking time." Her headaches weren't starting in her head. They were starting in her eyes and how she actually saw things, what she perceived. Tight neck and shoulders can go into the same fashion. It could also be related to your heart or to the front of your shoulders, your pec muscles. Oh, well, yeah, they are kind of tight. It's kind of a posture thing. I feel like I'm always doing this, but how's your breathing? Sometimes it can be related to your breathing. If you hold your breath a lot or you do a lot of shallow breathing, or even pay attention to your breathing if you ever do short inhales and longer exhales, are quite the opposite. Again, your body is giving you cues all the freaking time of what it's trying to tell you. But if your body grew up in a space where it had to always be responsible for something or carry a lot, it's common for a lot of women who carry a lot mentally. They carry the emotional load. They feel like they have to hold everything together. And then they don't fully release their stress because somebody's got to hold on to it. Somebody's got to be on alert because nobody else is. It's not that you're just tight in these areas. It's that your body is consistently bracing for impact. It's ready, waiting for the next shoe to drop. It's not just stiff. It doesn't know how to release. It doesn't know how to feel safe. And that pressure, that tension, it stays. It's why when clients come to work with me, we're not sitting here treating symptoms. We're looking at what your body is holding on to. What is it trying to tell you underneath? We're not looking for another pill for every ill. We're looking at what is the root cause of what's going on. When did this originate? What trauma is it attached to? How is this affecting your gut, your hormones, and your metabolism? And what are the steps that we need to do to heal it, to bring your body back in balance? That's exactly what we do. But in order to get there, we have to start by mapping what your body is holding on to. What are the symptoms? What's the stories? What's the messages, the signals that are happening underneath those symptoms? And really take a look at what's going on so we can map out the next step. So it makes it so much easier for you to feel more confident in yourself, to feel calmer in your body and in your emotions, calmer days instead of bracing for impact or being reactive or snapping at your kids or your family. It gives you more peace of mind, but it gives you more peace in your body. You can feel it. You feel lighter. You feel clearer. You feel more confident. And you really feel more like you. You feel connected to yourself. All that starts when we do a stress map and we identify what your body's holding on to and where is it holding it. When did it start? So we can map out where we go to heal. And it makes healing a lot easier and a lot faster. So if you're ready to stop circling the problem and actually solve it, I invite you to DM me MAP. You can click the link in the description and you can message me and let's chat back and forth. Let's go over your symptoms. And of course, as always, if you like the content that I'm putting out, give me a like, give me a share, hit subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.